so you won't even know me. Apart from this world that shares my fate.
Hi everyone, Shira here. This week was a pretty crazy week. Shabbos Kala, 2 weddings, and Shabbat Brachos. Of course, the major part of the week, and the most exciting part, was the wedding of my best friend, Shoshana. I hope you don't mind if I talk about it for most of the video, even if you don't know her. So many people ask me to recount the whole wedding, and I don't really feel like telling each person individually. I mean, that was the whole point of this vlog in the first place, right? So Shabbos was the Shabbos Kala. I had the honor of sleeping at the same house as the bride, her mother, mother-in-law, and sister. My friend's mother-in-law isn't religious, and this was actually the first time she's ever kept Shabbos. Shoshana told me that the reason she invited me, as opposed to any of her other friends, to sleep over by her was because she loves me the most. But I know better. I know it's because she wanted to show her mother-in-law that she has normal friends. And by normal, I mean not Haredi. Not that Haredi isn't normal or anything. Anyways, Shabbos is beautiful. The whole Shabbos Kala was at Shoshana's teacher's house, who is Haredi, teaches at a seminary, husband learns in Kollel, you know, the whole situation. I was really impressed with how nicely and sensitively they treated Shoshana's mother-in-law, explaining all of our weird Shabbos customs in a very sensitive and open way, and even reassuring her what a great thing her son is doing, you know, by dedicating his life to Torah. All of Shoshana's friends came to Suda Shlishit. I made a small speech to our Torah thing. Yes, I spoke in front of like 15 people. And if that's not testimony to how much I value our friendship, I don't know what is. Because I don't make a speech for just anyone. We all know how I just don't do the whole public speaking thing. I promise, like, I can't even record a video if I know that somebody can listen to what I'm saying. And I've decided that it's really not such a big deal. And because I have so many other talents and I'm good at basically everything else, that, you know, lack of talent and possible fear in the speaking department, you know what, just not such a big deal, right? Anyways, Motzei Shabbos was Lag BaOmer. I didn't really do much, like build my own bonfire or go to Meron, because that night I slept over with Shoshana, who was getting married the next day, on Sunday. And the wedding itself was small, but really, really nice. I think the fact that it was small is what made it really nice. I mean, like, every single person that was invited personally by the Chassan or Kala, and each person made the wedding. For our friends who wondered, yes, the wedding was quite Haredi, which I had been expecting, but was a little taken aback by a lot of the minhagim that I just didn't like really think about so much, like that the bride wears like a really thick like tablecloth veil down the aisle and under the chuppah, that like the men and women are so separate that had I not known better, I would have thought that was an all women's wedding. It was nice anyway, and of course, did I mention how beautiful the kala looked? I took tons of pictures of everything, of course. I made a slideshow and uploaded it up to YouTube, so if anybody who's interested wants to see the pictures, just send me an email and I'll send you the link. Alright, so let's backtrack a little bit to Lag BaOmer. It's a custom for people, mainly Hasidim and Haredim, to travel to Meron to visit the kever of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and daven for, you know, something important that you need. I went up there 2 years ago when I was in seminary, and let me be honest with you, it was an experience that I probably could have lived a very happy and fulfilling life having not ever experienced it. This experience probably would find itself on my list of 5 worst experiences ever experienced in my life. Why? It's like thousands and thousands and thousands of people stuffed onto this tiny little hill in this tiny little structure that houses the kever, the burial spot of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. So you're just trying to get around all these crazy people, and I mean crazy people, without dying from claustrophobia and from the BO of everybody who's glued to you from all sides. It's probably a really good thing that it's separate men from women. So yes, people seriously go to Meron every single year in Lag BaOmer to experience this hell. Personally, I think my prayers would probably be a lot more powerful and kavanadik if I would go to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai's kever on any other day of the year. I probably have video clips and pictures from Meron when I was in seminary. If I find them, I'll give you a little bit of a look of what it was like and dissuade you from trying out that experience for yourself.